It's time for another True Power battle, and boy oh boy is today an exciting one. Last time we saw former champion Red take on Gym Leader Misty in an epic clash with both trainers playing exceptionally well and showing off some immensely powerful teams. And today we've got another great matchup between Bruno, a member of the Indigo Plateau Elite Four, versus Green, a very mysterious trainer who doesn't have any titles but should not be underestimated. If you haven't seen Bruno's True Power episode where we go over his best team using his actual appearances in the games and talk about his history as a trainer, I'll leave that link in the description below. Since Green only has one appearance in the games, we don't have an episode for her. However, it will be super interesting to see what she's capable of and what her team is looking like. Speaking of which, we're now ready for the team previews. Bruno's team is looking very powerful with some strong fighting types like Lucario, Hitmonlee, and Machamp, but also a few tricks up his sleeve to help with coverage such as Steelix and Alolan Golem. Green, on the other hand, has a really intimidating and well-rounded team with great coverage and a strong defensive core in Clefable and Blastoise, with some potential sweepers too like Gengar. With that being said, the trainers are apparently set to go, so let's head down to the arena and find out just how this will unfold. It's time. Green, the mysterious Kanto trainer, versus Bruno of the Elite Four. Green starting off with the Clefable, a very interesting choice, a bulky choice to begin with, whereas Bruno is going to go in with his Steelix. Yet another bulky bleed choice here. What is going on? Bruno, of course, having the type advantage, I would say here. However, the Clefable does no Flamethrower. Flamethrower coming in on the Steelix, doing massive damage, a super effective attack, over half on the Steelix. Steelix going in with the Stealth Rock, setting those up. That's going to be very important for Bruno's team. Let's see what happens on this next turn as the Steelix gets the leftovers recovery, bringing it above half, so it could potentially survive another Flamethrower. But let's see. Yes, Green going with the Flamethrower again. Bruno keeping the Steelix in, perhaps wanting to get a good attack off here. What is he going to use? It's going to be a Heavy Slam. That's going to do some massive damage on the Clefable, but how much? Not enough. A big chunk of damage on the Clefable, but of course Clefable getting leftovers recovery. It is still in the yellow, and now this next turn is going to be a very determining factor in how this battle goes, because Bruno of course doesn't really want to switch in anything against that Flamethrower, and no, he doesn't, because of course that does risk the burn, and given that a lot of his Pokemon are physical attackers, that would not be a good idea. The Steelix is going to go down to the Flamethrower from the Clefable. Clefable causing some massive problems here for Bruno at the beginning when it looked like he did have the advantage. Bruno going in with the Lucario. Lucario is a very good choice against Clefable, and Green is going to have to withdraw. Whatever she sends in is going to tank probably a Steel move, and it's going to be the Ninetales, a good switch-in choice. However, Stealth Rock doing a massive amount of damage on that Ninetales. Ninetales starting the Drought. Now we saw Drought being utilized really well by Red in the last battle, and here comes Lucario with the Flash Cannon, actually doing a decent amount of damage given that that is a resisted attack. But now Green has the upper hand as Ninetales is a faster Pokemon, and Bruno is going to have to withdraw into the Hitmontop, who actually serves as his specially defensive Pokemon. So let's see how well it's able to tank a Drought Fire Blast. Oh, over half on the Hitmontop. Hitmontop as well does have the leftovers, bringing it a little bit over half again. So this is going to be a very interesting dynamic. Hitmontop actually going for the Fake Out, doing some big damage there with such a weak move, to be honest. But Hitmontop getting some more recovery. It looks like it should be able to survive another Fire Blast. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Green going with the Fire Blast on the Ninetales. Can it take it out? No! Hitmontop surviving on 11 HP, going for the revenge and taking out that Ninetales. Ninetales otherwise a very big problem for Bruno. So that was a good play. Hitmontop going to get a little bit more recovery, 20 HP, very low. And here comes Green with the Gengar. Gengar, of course, going to be able to outspeed almost anything on Bruno's team. That is a very fast Pokemon, and Bruno coming in with a switch, perhaps wanting to use the Fake Out later on. And he's actually going to send out the Machamp to try and tank the Shadow Ball from the Gengar. Let's see how much damage this does. Machamp's getting taken below half and is not going to be able to outspeed the Gengar, so this is the problematic. But however, the Citrus Berry is going to bring it back above half. It might be able to survive now. Let's see what happens on this next turn. Green going with the Shadow Ball again. Can this take the Machamp out? It does, even after the Citrus Berry. Machamp getting no usage whatsoever, besides a little Life Orb damage on that Gengar. Oh man, this is not looking too good for Bruno. Bruno sending out the Hitmonlee. Now Gengar actually going with the Shadow Ball again. Shadow Ball just tanking through Bruno's team. This is an unbelievable display of power. However, Hitmonlee is going to be able to return with the knockoff, taking out that Gengar. Now, of course, Green does not want to tank a knockoff on any of her other Pokemon, given that it will get rid of their item. So she's probably best to here get a revenge kill, and she's going to stand out the Kangaskhan. Hitmonlee, of course, having 19 HP remaining. Stealth Rock's not doing too much on that Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan going out with a Fake Out. Will that take the Hitmonlee out? It does! The Fake Out on the Kangaskhan priority, taking out the Hitmonlee. A good revenge kill there from Green. You'd think, you know, sending out a normal type against a fighting type is not the best idea. However, that was a good play. Now, Bruno sending out his Alolan Golem, and Green is going to switch out into the Victreebel. Now, this is a really interesting dynamic here. Golem going for the Automaton. Not actually attacking, but raising its speed. So it will outspeed that Victreebel on the next turn. But it all depends. Can it kill a Victreebel with anything that it has? Stone Edge. Stab Stone Edge from the Alolan Golem. No, it doesn't take it out. Victreebel surviving in the red. That's not good. The Power Whip coming in on the Golem, and it takes it out. Alolan Golem has been taken down by the Victreebel. However, the Victreebel actually going down to the Life Orb damage. Wow! What a turn that was. Both players' Pokemon going down. And Green bringing back out the Clefable to try and handle whatever Bruno has next. And Bruno coming out with the Hitmontop, perhaps wanting to take advantage of the last Fake Out it can use. And that Fake Out actually not doing too much damage. Clefable, again, its physical defense is massive. Hitmontop getting a little bit of recovery, but it won't matter if he stays in, because Clefable, presumably either with the Flamethrower or possibly a Fairy-type move. Let's see what it has. It does. It has Moonblast. The Moonblast going to be able to take out Bruno's last specially defensive Pokemon, the Hitmontop, going down to the Moonblast. Clefable is going to be a big problem for Bruno here on out. What is he going to do? Let's see what he's got. It looks like he's got his last Pokemon, actually, his Lucario coming back out. Lucario is, of course, a very good matchup against Clefable, and actually going for the nasty plot. Bruno deciding with 3 Pokemon left on Green's team that he must make a move now. He's actually charging up Lucario, but can it survive the Flamethrower? Oh, it does! It survives the Flamethrower, and here comes Lucario. Nasty plotted Lucario, going to be able to pull some massive moves here. However, Green has a lot of Pokemon remaining. What is she going to do? Clefable going down to the Flash Cannon, of course, after that nasty plot charge. Now, Green has to be very careful here. Lucario is getting hurt by the Life Orb, but it can take out 2 more Pokemon before going down itself. This is possible. Green going in with the Blastoise. I don't know if Blastoise will survive, but the Blastoiseite, here it comes! The Mega Blastoise from Green! This changes everything. What is going to happen here? Lucario, is Lucario going to be able to take out a Blastoise with 1 hit from the Aura Sphere, Stab Aura Sphere, after a nasty plot, supercharged? And the Blastoise survives! Mega Blastoise survives in the red and is able to take out the Lucario with an Aura Sphere, which of course cannot miss at all. Green taking the battle. The Lucario goes down due to Mega Blastoise. Wow, what a battle. Green is certainly a force to be reckoned with. It's really interesting because she doesn't fight for any titles. She's not a gym leader. She's not an Elite Four member. Nothing. She fights for pure glory in this tournament. Really interesting to see how her team works together, all the dynamics, and how she fights as a trainer too. Taking down an Elite Four member, Bruno, 2-0 to advance to the quarterfinals. If you guys enjoyed this battle and are looking forward to the rest of the tournament, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss the next matches. Before we go, I'd like to thank the patrons who are making this tournament possible. If you guys want to help further this series' potential and support it, the link to my Patreon page will be in the description below. That's all for this one. This has been Soul Spectre, and I'll see you guys next time for more True Power.